This steering control lever has been broken for some time. Someone tried repairing it and just drilled some holes in it, but as you can see, it's quite loose now, and it's irritating because it sits quite a bit higher than the other lever. So this is what they're supposed to look like. So I'm going to fix that as well, just so that it'll be right and it'll be the way it should be before I really start using this thing. So this is the piece I got from the John Deere dealership. It's got a little hole on the bottom there for the set screw to adjust the closeness of the grips. And that's the part number if anyone is interested. And I got also a little baggie of carriage bolts. These are supposedly metric carriage bolts with block nuts. Probably overpaid for those, but I was going to show you guys here. It's hard to read this because the camera really doesn't focus that great on the small writing. However, that is the price, $92 for that one arm. And the whole bill was $105 for these items right here. So it is what it is. I'll get them on the machine now, and I'll probably forget about how much it cost a couple years from now, as long as I don't break this again. Just gonna compare the two parts before I go ahead and take this thing all apart. Looks like it ought to be just right. Now let's figure out how to get this arm out of here. Alright, let's start by getting this bracket that someone added off of the machine. Okay, so there's the handle itself. I'll save that. And this is the old lever. Looks a little different, but looks like the holes line up. So that's all that really matters to me, as long as the height is the same. So that was somebody's fix, just to kind of get that back in the mowing operation, probably. I'm going to take this set screw and save that, because it didn't arrive or wasn't included with the new one. No big deal. Okay. Is there a set screw for the adjustment? To get this handle out of here, we've got to remove the bolt that goes in from the front. So that might take a little bit of figuring, but it looks like there's a hole on the front here, and if we can pull that handle all the way forward, we might be able to get the bolt out from that area. So let's try that, see if that'll even do anything. Now we have to figure out how to get that bolt out the front. That might be a little tricky. A little better angle of the bolt that sticks through. It'd be nice if there was a hole like right here. Slide that out. So that's frustrating. There's not enough room for that bolt to get out. From that hole must just be to adjust the spring that's down there for the drives. So I think we're gonna have to take more apart than I was originally anticipating, because that bolt just does not have enough room to slide forward. So let's get taking some more things apart. So I had to undo this block right here so that this whole unit would have room to slide out. So, what a pain. I was thinking this was going to be a relatively simple job, but apparently it's a lot more involved than just taking one bolt out. Poor design on John Deere's part. Grease the shaft here, and also grease this if you guys are doing this, because those things don't get a lot of grease unless you take them apart like this. So let's get this thing back in the machine now. Make sure that's nice and tight, because you don't want that coming loose. Awesome. Now we gotta get these bolts for this pillow block tightened up. Make sure everything still is loose and it's not binding. We're going to give this just another check too. Nice. Okay. Now all that's left is to put this strut back on. And this thing should be done under the hood. And I'm going to use the lower holes this time, just to get myself a little bit extra clearance. Because I like having the handles down lower, because I can put my elbows on the armrests and just hold the controls that way. So I'm going to try it one position lower than it was. I think that'll make a difference. We'll see. Using our special John Deere carriage bolts. Wow. I don't believe they're much different. I probably could have just went downtown and saved the $6 on 2 bolts, whatever it was. Yeah, that's going to do pretty darn good. I've got them both adjusted down to the lower holes. I can use my armrests, and I just kind of hold the controls that way instead of having to do this. It'll be pretty nice. I'm anxious to try it.